A man vying to become Nebraska's next governor scores a major endorsement this week. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, Republican gubernatorial hopeful Jim Pillen has scored a big endorsement from the Nebraska Farm Bureau, the state's largest farm group and an influential voice among farmers. Leaders of the farm advocacy group say Pillen was the overwhelming consensus choice among their county members throughout Nebraska who made the decision. Following the announcement, Pillen did a state fly-around, including a stop here in Scottsbluff.
Well, I think that the big message today is our celebration that we've earned the endorsement from the Nebraska Farm Bureau. Nebraska Farm Bureau is the most prominent ag association in the state of Nebraska with over 60,000 members. It's a big day for our campaign that we've earned that endorsement, and that's following up a couple weeks ago when our campaign earned the endorsement of Governor Ricketts.
Pillen is a veterinarian and the owner of Pillen Family Farms and DNA Genetics, and he was raised on a farm in Platte County. Pillen is locked in a competitive GOP primary with Charles Herbster, a Falls City agribusiness executive and a close ally of former President Donald Trump. Sticking with politics now, as Nebraska Attorney General Doug Peterson has endorsed Speaker of the Legislature Mike Hilgers as his replacement once he leaves office next year. Hilgers of Lincoln announced in December that he would run for Attorney General in this year's election. Peterson, a fellow Republican, has said he won't seek a third term in office. Hilgers has secured endorsements from Governor Pete Ricketts, Lieutenant Governor Mike Foley, several members of Nebraska's congressional delegation, and former governors. He's running in the Republican primary against Jennifer Hicks, a conservative activist from Peru, and another candidate is Larry Bollinger of Alliance, running under the Legal Marijuana Now party. No Democrats have filed to run. We'll have more news right after this.
The journey of a dream becoming reality. When we're young, a dream develops into a passion. That passion continues to manifest and grows as you do. It becomes all you want to do and all you want to be. It gives you direction. It drives you. Then, your dream has become a reality. When that dream is ready to be reality, Platte Valley Bank will be with you every step of the way.
Welcome back. A Sidney woman is $50,000 richer after winning a sizable prize from the Nebraska lottery. Catherine Wiederspun had the 5-digit payday playing Powerball, matching 4 of their numbers with the Powerball number. She told Nebraska lottery officials she had bought a few quick pick tickets on a whim and didn't realize she had won until she checked them about 1 month later. Well, the Alliance Public Library will host Jody Lamp with Born to Reign, a Humanities Nebraska program on Thursday, February 10th from 6:30 to 7:30 in the community room. Lamp, who co-produced the movie, will share how 3 Native Nebraskans and communities throughout the state of Nebraska received national notoriety in horse racing, one of America's oldest sports. The program commemorates the lives and accomplishments of Native Nebraskans and National Hall of Fame horseman John Nayrud of Minnetonka, who also has a Box Butte County connection, and father and son Marion and Jack Van Berg of Columbus, Nebraska. The program also features other Hall of Fame horse trainers, jockeys, horses, and explains how America's first Triple Crown winner, Sir Barton, became part of the U.S. Army Remount Service at Fort Robinson. And the United Way of Western Nebraska receives another sizable donation from a local business. This week, Hydrazin and Bluffs physical therapy owner Mike Moravec presented a $1,250 check to the United Way to go towards their 2021-2022 fundraising campaign. Moravec ran a holiday promotion where $10 from every float session that was purchased would go to the non-profit. Well, coming back to the break, a cold, snowy day across the region. The lawyers in with your midweek forecast right after this on KNEB.TV News.
Find out what convenient really means at the Western Travel Terminal. Start with our great selection of food and drinks, from for real milkshakes and fresh brewed coffee to snacks and hot food. Next, check out our beer and spirits with their everyday low prices. Finally, let us work for you with our full-service gas station and automatic truck and car wash. All this can be found at 822 South Beltline in Scottsbluff. Western Travel Terminal, your convenient shopping, restaurant, and full-service gas leader.
Why love a rain garden? Let me count the ways. Rain gardens contain and filter water runoff while recharging our underground water supply. They provide habitat for birds, bees, and beneficial insects. Native perennials give 4 seasons of color and texture, beautifying a home while increasing its value. Established gardens are low-maintenance, low-water landscape features, colorful, functional, and sustainable. Rain gardens, brought to you by Tri-City Stormwater. Our water, our responsibility.
The Verizon family is full of frowns because they're spending too much for their unlimited data and phones, while the Viero family is all smiles because they're getting 4 lines of unlimited data with 2 free Apple iPhone SE for mom and dad and 2 free LG K31 smartphones for the kids, all for just $100 a month. They're saving so much, they're able to get Fido. Find out how you can too at Viero.com or your nearest Viero store. Viero Wireless, keeping you connected.
Hey, I've been hanging out here a long time outside of Panhandle Auto Group, and boy, do they have a great selection of vehicles.
And their sales team is great to work with, and you can also get your vehicle serviced and detailed too.
Welcome to Panhandle Auto. This is Sam Serta, General Sales Manager. It has been our pleasure to serve you for the past 2 years. At Panhandle Auto, we have a seat for everybody. Whether you need a vehicle for yourself, a son or daughter, our team will go above and beyond to satisfy your needs and even your dreams. So again, thank you from Sam Serta, General Sales Manager at Panhandle Auto, for allowing us to earn your business. At Panhandle Auto,
it's time for something different.
I really like how our OB department takes our limited amount of doctors and turns it into a strength. Even though we only have a couple of people, you get to know them well over your entire pregnancy. We have 2 state-of-the-art labor rooms that are new with our last addition. We have a couple of very nice postpartum rooms also right here in the hospital, so they can get as much time with mom and baby as possible.
The Evergreen Credit Card by FNBO. Earn unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase. Every day. Everywhere. Never worry about expiring points or category restrictions. Plus, there's no annual fee. Only from the Great Big Small Bank. A bank ever ready for you to earn more, wherever life leads. Evergreen by FNBO.
This is KNEB.TV Ag News from the FNBO Ag Desk. FNBO, the Great Big Small Bank.
Happy Wednesday to you from Houston, Texas, at this year's Cattle Industry Convention and NCBA Trade Show. Here's a look at today's agriculture news. So I had the chance to visit with Pete McClement. He serves as the Executive Vice President of the Nebraska Cattlemen. Speaking yesterday, Pete outlined just a few of the events that the Nebraska Cattlemen members that are here will be participating in.
The week's full of activities, policy committee meetings, Cattlemen's College, BQA, Environmental Stewardship Award, and then last night was the Cattle Feeders Hall of Fame banquet.
The Cattle Feeders Hall of Fame event recognized 3 Nebraskans for their involvement in the cattle industry.
We had a large contingent of our state's producers be acknowledged and honored. One of those was Bill Pullen. Bill's volume sales, he is a cornerstone to cattle feeders, to anybody that needs a feed truck. He has been there for years and was honored, and so well deserved. And then from the producer side, Norm Timmerman with his yard there at Indianola was honored. It was neat. He had his granddaughters up to give his speech, which was a really cool twist. And then one of Norm's employees, Dave Mestall, won the Employee of the Year award. So it was a great night for Nebraskans at the Cattle Feeders Hall of Fame.
A great night indeed. The Nebraska delegation was back to work yesterday, participating in policy meetings, setting forth their positions for the organization. Cattle market reforms are certainly one of those hot topics, and one that Pete admits not everyone agrees on.
You can boil it down within the NCBA family of state affiliates of the mentality, philosophy of government, stay out of our business, as opposed to things are broken and we need some things to change to help level the playing field for producer profitability. So
we'll be sharing stories from the convention online on our website. It's krvn.com. Bookmark that page to ensure you keep up with our coverage.
The Evergreen Credit Card by FNBO. Earn unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase. Every day. Everywhere. Never worry about expiring points or category restrictions. Plus, there's no annual fee. Only from the Great Big Small Bank. A bank ever ready for you to earn more, wherever life leads. Evergreen by FNBO. The Evergreen Credit Card by FNBO. Earn unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase. Every day. Everywhere. Never worry about expiring points or category restrictions. Plus, there's no annual fee. Only from the Great Big Small Bank. A bank ever ready for you to earn more, wherever life leads. Evergreen by FNBO.
Welcome to Kelly's, home of the Valley's best selection of wine, spirits, and beer. Whether you're brand loyal to the tried and true brew or really enjoy trying something different and new, Kelly's has something for everyone. Family owned and operated and right on your way on West 27th Street in Scotts Bluff. Kelly's Liquor. If you can't find it at Kelly's, it's not worth drinking.
Well, let's take a peek at what's happening on your midweek community calendar. The community calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. First State Bank is now Riverstone Bank. Community strong with the same people you know and trust.
Panhandle Trails Intercity Public Transit, based in Alliance, Nebraska, is the only intercity bus serving Nebraska Panhandle communities and Pine Ridge, South Dakota. Panhandle Trails operates a regularly scheduled bus service, assisting you in making connections with Greyhound bus partners, regional airports, healthcare, employment and education opportunities, shopping, family, friends, and more. Panhandle Trails serves the general public of all ages and offers accessible transportation for those with special mobility needs. Let Panhandle Trails help you make your connection. Call 308-761-8747.
Swipe right, swipe left, endlessly searching. Finding the perfect match isn't always perfect, but it can be when it comes to finances. Nora found the perfect business loan. Jenny opened her first savings account. Grammy loves her checking account. We found a match for Wilson Farms. The Sandersons were matched with a mortgage. Regardless of your financial situation, Platte Valley Bank will match you with the perfect solution. Find your match at Platte Valley Bank.
And finally tonight, just 2 weeks remain for incumbents to declare whether they will be running for re-election or seek another elected post this year. But as of Tuesday, Charlie Knapper is the only one of 3 incumbents of the Scottsbluff County Commissioners to have filed. Other county elected officials who have filed are County Attorney Dave Eubanks, Clerk Kelly Sides, Treasurer Heather Hostchild, Register of Deeds Gene Bauer, and Clerk of the District Court Darla Simpson. Filings for elected city officials have been slowly trickling in, but at this point, none of the incumbent Scottsbluff or Gering City Council members up for re-election have filed, with Ben Backus the only candidate so far for Gering mayor. Incumbents must file by February 15th for the primary election, while challengers have until March 1st to submit the required paperwork and filing fees. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here next time.